Happy New Year. Aflin Fui Vasha Huit. I'm not a big person for New Year's resolutions, but I do tend to get a little bit reflective at this time of year and think about what kind of trends might be happening in the coming year. And it strikes me that actually 2022 is going to be a really big year for the Irish language, and specifically for all of us who write in Irish or have to write in Irish. I just want to share some of those things I've been thinking about with you. The first one is the world of technology, which of course I'm deeply embedded in. And the websites and tools, the online tools that are available now, are really progressing at quite a phenomenal rate. So folklore.ie would be probably the tool we're all most familiar with, the online dictionary. And I know that they've got big plans for adding extra audio recordings of words and developing the whole platform that dictionary is based on. So that's really exciting. And then on Tanglin.ie, there's going to be developments there looking at the grammar wizard, my favorite hidden in plain sight feature of Tanglin.ie, where you can put in different grammatical combinations and get the right answer out without having to look up the rules directly yourself. So that's constantly being developed, and we'll see more progress in the coming year. And then, of course, with Gaelgram, which is my own resource for checking Irish and Irish spelling and grammar online. I've got some quite exciting things in the pipeline there, thanks to the continuous support of COG, who are again supporting me in working with the team I have around me to grow Gaelgram and really make it more useful than ever. So Bishishindi Susoidi Nariv in Lena. But it's not just in that technology space of folklore and Tanglin and Gaelgram and all the other resources that are out there that these exciting things are happening. Beyond technology, it's a massive year. You might have seen this in the news that Irish is now a fully official language of the EU. So everything that's published in any language in the EU has to also be published in Irish. Up to now, there was a few exemptions and exceptions. And up to a point, that's a little bit artificial, some people might say, in terms of not everyone's going to read the legislation in Irish. But, it extends to everything, including press releases and things like that. So humans will read a lot of these documents that are created. But for me, the more exciting thing is it's not just humans who read these, it's actually algorithms will read these as well. So we're going to have these parallel databases of text in English and lots of other languages, and then also translated side by side into Irish. And what that does is it creates a huge training database for artificial intelligence, for machine learning. So tools like Google Translate, which are constantly crawling the web and trying to learn Irish as a computer learns these languages and trying to help us translate them with mixed results up to now, are going to get infinitely better because there are going to be bigger training databases available, because there's going to be more official translations available. So that's really exciting in terms of both the human piece, and translation and jobs for translators and text available for us humans to read. But it's also very exciting in terms of creating this very useful, very thorough and very complete set of translated text, parallel translated text. So that's going to be really transformational, I think. Maybe not this year, but it's going to start becoming transformational from this year on. And the other thing that struck me, just to wrap up, was in Michael D's speech about welcoming, or his press release about welcoming Irish having this fully official status in the EU. He mentioned the mixed experience many of us have had in the education system with Irish. And I think mixed is probably putting it mildly for some people. But I suppose what struck me about it is, because I'm in touch with so many people who are training to become teachers, and because so many people who are training to become teachers use Gaelgram or Gaelspell or Inish or these software products I've created with Kevin Scannell and Derek and Alan and other people on the team, it's really, I'm seeing firsthand actually the changing attitude of this new generation of people coming through who are using all these online tools and are finding this transformation in how they relate to the language, because it's much easier. It's much easier to know you're right. It's much easier to find out what the right answer is or what the right grammar is. You can look it up. And we also have the existing generation of people in schools around Ireland, regular contact with principals and school secretaries as well, who are bringing in Gaelgram and other tools into their schools, really to give people in the school community more confidence when they write in Irish. I think the use of these technology tools is really going to transform what Michael D. Higgins referred to as this mixed experience that we have, or that many of us have, in the education system with the Irish language, because it enables us to write in Irish with confidence when we use all these different tools, and especially when we use them together, because they're all good at different things. And they're getting more powerful. And I'm seeing now that teachers are showing the students in their class how to use them and how to use them in the best way possible, so that people aren't just using Google Translate for their homework in isolation, but they're going to Folklore.ie, or they're going to the 3 Grammarly on Tanglin, or they're using Gaelgram. And all these tools together really do change and transform our experience of writing in Irish, because we can write in Irish with confidence and with relative ease, and all these tools that we've been relying on in English for many years, such as spelling checkers and grammar checkers, and that we take for granted, are now available in Irish and getting more powerful every year. So I'm really optimistic about 2022, specifically in the context of writing in Irish. I'm optimistic about it generally, but specifically in the context of writing in Irish, I think it's going to be another great year in terms of the advances that are made and the resources that become available and are developed as well. That the existing resources are going to get more powerful. So I'll leave it there, and as I often say at the end of these videos, Cuir peann le pór agus méir le méir chlór. Slán.